Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas to one and all. You'd never know it. The temperature here in the Merrimack Valley is 55, Lou.
55?
And this morning, I had such fog, I couldn't see more than 75 feet in front of me. It was just coming in off the lake. And that's because we had, we got a snow cover. You get 55 degrees. What's going to happen? You're going to get a London fog.
It's better than a whiteout, Mikey.
No, nothing's better than a whiteout. That speaks volumes. To me, winter, it should be snow, in my opinion.
Okay.
I'm not a big guy.
I love it. Hey, listen, our guest this morning, Joseph Paul Noon, a.k.a. Joey Voices. Joey, how are you?
Good. How you doing, guys? Thank you for having me.
You know something? It's a pleasure, and I know it's a busy time of the year for you, and thank you very much for taking the time to join us. And you were in where? North Reading a couple of nights ago? Were you at Kitty's?
At Kitty's, yep. And we're going to be back there now because Scott White, the owner, a very good friend of mine, called me and asked me to do Valentine's Day.
Oh, wow.
My pitch to the folks for Valentine's Day is this. Why go out to dinner on Valentine's Day? A lot of times the food isn't so good because it's so busy and they're so overwhelmed.
I'm with you.
It's so long. The wait is so long. A lot of people are opting to go out the night before or the night after or one night during the week leading up to it. And then on Valentine's Day, you come see Joey Voices. Why not?
Awesome. Are tickets available now?
So we're in the process of putting that up on Eventbrite. I'm not sure if Mikey V has put that up yet, but he's working on that. But if people want to buy tickets now, they could text message me, and I'm accepting Venmo. So we have premium seats. We have 4 tables of premium seat tickets. The tables hold 8, and they're $60 a piece. And then the rest of the tickets are $50. So whatever you want to buy, if you want a table of 50, it's $400. If you want a table of 60, it's $480.
I didn't want to make this a commercial, but how can people reach out to you?
781-589-7777, or they can reach me at book Joey now.
Book Joey now
at gmail.com. But they can text my phone if they want tickets. I'll walk them through the process, and then their name will go on a reservation. And for whatever table they want to buy, if they want to buy a premium seat table or a regular table, it's up to them.
Joe, are you appearing by yourself this time, or you have other people with you?
We're going to have one or two more, either one comedian or two. The last time we had Frank Santarelli, who played Georgie on The Sopranos, the Bada Bing, right?
Bada bing, bada boom.
It was great. They loved him. And we had Sean O'Brien Jr. Sean O'Brien, the Teamsters president's son. And Sean, the Teamsters president, has been my dear friend for 37 years. And his son is also my friend. He's a great kid. He's 24, and he's a hell of a comedian.
Outstanding. That's quite a vehicle you're sitting in. Where the hell are you? You in the
seaport.
It looks like a cave.
Yeah, I'm in the seaport. I'm sitting in the seaport doing this with you live.
Okay. What kind of vehicle are you in? Is that a caravan?
Chevy Tahoe. It's the smaller version of the Suburban. Same vehicle, but the Suburban has more luggage room in the back, and it seats 6.
Now, do you practice your singing in that? Because I'm sure the acoustics are pretty good.
I'm always practicing my singing. Work on new stuff, I got a new Bob Dylan bit. I got a really good, funny Bob Dylan bit that I came up with. I'm adding that to the show.
So you keep fine tuning it, huh? You don't get tight. One thing I've said about you and Lou, I've said this on the air many times. Yep. Nobody has more fun when he performs than Joey himself.
And that translates to the audience.
It really does.
Well,
That's
something, laughter, and I think, Lou, you will agree, laughter is contagious as hell.
Oh, it is.
Laughter. You get somebody laughing, before you know it, that whole table is laughing.
But when the act is having fun, when the act is enjoying themselves, everybody just chimes right in. It's so good to see the act enjoying themselves.
Well,
I've never seen Wayne Newton live. That's a great example of what you're saying, Lou. Wayne Newton has more fun on that stage, and the guy lost his voice.
Yeah, I know.
He's got a voice about maybe for like 20 minutes, and then he loses it for the rest of the show. But the guy plays every instrument that's on that stage. He's one of the greatest performers I've ever witnessed in my life.
When we first got married and we started going to Vegas, of course, you know, he was Mr. Vegas. I mean,
Right.
even, you know, as a kid, I mean, he started off so young and Dunkershane and all that.
I got a story for you. I got a really good story.
Okay. I'll finish up what I was going to say, and then you get a shot at it. And I did a show with him. I was asked to do a charity show with him, and it was probably maybe now, gosh, I don't know, maybe 10 years. And it was an outdoor show. And I went to the airport to pick him up, and you know, he travels with 22 people, and that's a big group to move around. Yeah. But I'll tell you, I sat there on the ride back from Boston with him, and I had the greatest time talking to him. I really did. I mean, you talk about history of Vegas. I mean, this guy goes back to the Rat Pack. I mean, Vegas was Vegas back then when they had separate entertainers, Louis. Now, you know, something you have, I don't know how many Cirque du Soleil shows playing.
Yep.
Vegas has changed, you know, tremendously. And they keep reinventing themselves to their credit because they hit upon a slow period where attendance is going down at the airport. What do? They go and they build a beautiful football stadium. They bring in NASCAR or Formula One, rather. I mean, they're constantly reinventing themselves.
They wanted to get away from the gambling emphasis and be a little bit more family oriented.
Yeah, they tried that big time. They tried to make it for a few years, and that didn't work out at all. That did not work at all, you know. Joey, you've been entertaining now for, gosh, 23, 24 years, if not more.
Well, more, but professionally as Joey Voices for 22 years, going on 23 in 2023. So it'll be, 2026, excuse me. It'll be 23 years. And I'll tell you, I've never had more fun. It's so funny because I was thinking about this as I was driving the other day. I said, geez, you know, my voice was strong, really strong when I was young. It's strong now. I said, what's the difference? And I said, well, I can do things now that I couldn't do when I was younger.
Really?
But there's other things that I can't do now that I could do when I was younger. So now,
yeah, understandable.
I do Elvis American Trilogy in my show, and I hit that note. I hit that note at the end.
Wow.
And I'm going to tell you something. I couldn't do that when I was younger, or
that's interesting.
I didn't realize I could do it. But now, with enough practice and vocal exercises and doing it, you know, in my car and at home, whatever. Now, when I do it in the show, it's effortless. And you know, so it's just funny how you evolve and you change certain things and you add things in, you take things out, and the show gets better.
Absolutely.
And I get feedback from people that have seen me 10, 15 times over my career. And they say, geez, you know, you're just as good as you were when I saw you when you first started. But I think you're better now because you're more seasoned. And there's different things in the show that, and they love that, you know. And I try to add 1 or 2 things a year to the act.
Just to keep it fresh.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to change the nucleus of the show, but I try to add a couple of different things here and there because you want to keep it fresh. But people have to understand, mine's a musical show. It's not like I'm a stand-up comic per se, standing up there telling the same jokes over and over and over again. I'm a singer, impressionist comedian. I'm up there singing songs like Neil Diamond, and I'm doing that Neil Diamond medley that I do. Why would I change that when I don't have to? Especially when there's millions of people that haven't seen my show yet.
That's right.
Keep that in mind. Right. The same people come back and they find themselves singing along to it. So
it's not only the singing, Joey. It's the way you capture the mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way you get into character and the role, and the way you look. I mean, you know, De Niro. I mean, you nailed it. I mean, you his own mother wouldn't know him. I mean, you're good. Yeah, I got it. I got I put the jaw. Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, but you know, entertaining people, and I don't think there's a harder job in the whole wide world than to get out in front of people and try and entertain them, especially on the comical side of things.
Yes, you have
And it's
have
a
that.
tough. I couldn't do it. I don't think Louis could do it. But
Well, some you have the disposition to be able to do it. You got to be comfortable in your own skin. You have to have a funny bone, and it's got to be natural. And that's why I tip my hat to stand-up comics like Lenny Clark and Steve Sweeney, very good friends of mine, and they've been instrumental in my career. Paul Gilligan, Dave Russo, Paul D'Angelo. Those guys are big names in the business here in Boston, the Boston comedy scene. And let me tell you, those guys were instrumental in my career when I first started out. They encouraged me. Because there's no one around here that's doing what I'm doing, and they said
Yeah.
keep doing it because it's unique, and you're a rock star in the field that you're in, and
Yep.
it's comedy on steroids because I'm singing, I'm entertaining these people, I'm telling stories, I'm telling jokes, I'm getting them involved, I'm going out into the audience and putting the microphone in their face and getting them to sing along. It's a lot of fun. And the baby boomers is my audience. And so 22 years I've been building this show to get to a point where all the baby boomers are retired because they're the ones with all the money. And so now they're the ones that are going to come out to a show. So I go to a place like Branson, Missouri, where 9 million people a year go visit, and most of them are baby boomers. And now Vegas, they should have a show like mine that caters to the baby boomers to get them out there and bring them out there. I mean, I'm not sure I'd want to go to Vegas and live there, but I'm saying my show is ripe right now for the baby boomer generation because there are more baby boomers in this country than any other age demographic group in this country right now. Did you know that?
yeah, I did. Yeah.
And that's
And,
a
and,
great
and not only that, they're the ones with the discretionary dollars that can afford to, go to a casino and get on a plane and spend money because they worked hard all their lives. And now it's a treat. It's a treat. And to be able to go see a show and have a show that I'm going to say is clean. There's no 4-letter bombs. I think it's very rare, and it's a breath of fresh air. It really is. And a lot of that goes to your your upbringing. I mean, you went to theology school. I mean, you're a very religious person, and I think it comes across in your show. I mean, nobody should be afraid to bring their kids to go see one of your shows. That's for sure.
No, not at all.
And that's something you're very proud of.
I'm very proud of it. I wouldn't say that I'm religious. I am spiritual. I pray every day. I say my affirmations every day. And the greatest education I ever got was my 7 years of theological seminary. I got a Master of Theology degree, and I'm proud of it.
Right.
Living up to it is another story. I mean, nobody's perfect, and least of all me. But it's I do have a very good relationship with God. God, I'm like a wild mulberry bush. God has to trim back every couple of weeks.
Really? Really?
God is patient. God has a sense of humor, but God is patient with me, and He's bringing me along. And as He leads, I go in the direction He leads me. So
get into that a little bit, Joey, because you just said you had 7 years of theology. You have a master's degree.
Yes, I do.
And yet you describe yourself as not religious, which is kind of interesting. So expand on that a little bit.
I would say that religion, or being religious, is going through the motions. And anybody can go through the motions. I mean, they could be religious, holy on Sunday and a holy terror the rest. I mean, anyone can go through the motions. I'm not one of those persons that goes through the motions per se. I just kind of, I actually, my deportment of my faith is helping people, seeing a need and going and meeting that need. Someone's hungry, I help to feed them. Someone has a bill to pay, I try to help them pay that bill. I know what it's like to not be able to do that. And my empathy is so deep for people that there's so many people out there to help. I try to go out of my way to help as many people as I can and I tell them Jesus loves them because look, Jesus loves you. Find a church, go.
So it's not ritual based. It's more.
My faith is not ritual based at all. I mean, you wouldn't look at me and go, oh, that guy's, you don't see a halo above my head, but you see me happy all the time. And my happy disposition is different than most people. And I met Steve Leach the other night from the Boston Bruins. He played for the Bruins in the '80s, and I met him at the Boston Garden. We went to a game because John Carter, former Boston Bruin, is a very good friend of mine. So him and his wife Nancy invited my girlfriend and I, and we went to the game. And I met Steve, and we were talking, and Steve goes, "Hey, I like your energy." I said, "Thanks, bud. I like yours too." He goes, "You're a good guy." I go, "You know what? You're not wrong." I go, "You know, you don't know me that well, but you're right. I am a good guy." I said, "The only good thing in me is Jesus." And he started laughing. But he goes, "I love your energy, man." So it translates to people. And they say, "What's different about this guy?" The Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a person at all. I don't have a negative mindset. I always believe something wonderful is about to happen to me.
Good for you. Good for you. You know, being Christmas time, I mean, everybody's in such a good mood. I wish it would last the whole year, to be honest with you. Last week, we had the president of Encore Boston Harbor on board with us, and they had a big fundraiser the last few days, starting Monday. And I got the numbers. They just sent this to me in a text, and it's incredible. They ended up packing 1.2 million meals, Joe. Yes. 1.2 million meals. And it was 3 nights and all volunteer work. Yep. And I went to the Pine Street Inn, the Greater Boston Food Bank, the Elliott Family Resource Center, Boys and Girls Club of Boston, Catholic Charities. I mean, this is what Christmas, there's a lot of people out there, not through their own fault, maybe medical problems, that are not in the same position as everyone else. And you know something? It's nice that they're not getting left behind and people can help out. And every time they had a session, which lasted 2 hours at Encore, it would be probably 100 people, 120 people would show up, volunteers. So they had 9 sessions this past week.
That's great.
So I mean, that's 1,000 people. And
I knew about that because John Carter, who I just mentioned, him and his wife Nancy were 2 of the people during the day. That day we went to the Bruins game. That's where they were. They were there volunteering and packing those the food packages for people. And then they met us at the Boston Garden that night.
Wow. So, I did it last year, and it was one hell of a, I felt so good about doing it. I was driving home, and I had a smile on my face from ear to ear, to be honest with you. It was just a wonderful, wonderful experience. And it's nice to see people helping people. And I think this is what the Christmas holiday is all about. Now, you're not unfamiliar with radio or TV. I mean, you've done a lot of it in your career.
A lot of radio and TV, yes. I was on WRKO with Pat Whitley for 14 years. I was partners with him with my show. I was the co-host of the morning show on XKS AM 1430 with Bill Whiteman back in 2004. And then I was on North Shore 104.9. The Good Time Favorite Station as the co-host with Bill Whiteman as well. Karen Nassenbenny, who's the president of North Shore Music Theater, very dear friend of mine. I see Karen 4 times a week. We're out and about. We go to frequent the same places. And Karen was my boss. She's one of the best bosses I ever had. And so I've been on radio for a long time. I was on WBZ with
Gene LaBanchi, Dan Ray. I mean, you George, some of the big ones.
Yep. Todd Feinberg. Joe Malone, all those guys have been very good to me over my career.
How was Gerald Callahan to work with, Jerry Callahan?
Jerry was awesome.
You don't find a better guy.
One of the best guys. Awesome. Oh, yeah. They don't come any better.
Yeah.
He's my biggest advocate. He went on the radio on Dennis and Callahan after seeing my show, and he was hooting and hollering, ranting and raving about Joey Voices and my Cher impression. He loved my Cher impression.
I do too.
Tom Jones. He loved my Tom Jones. He thought my Tom Jones was off the hook. So.
You know, I'm glad that your show after 23, 24 years is being received the way it is still. I mean, it's still, and it's hard to me to keep it fresh. And I like what you said. You're adding a couple of characters every year, and I think that's super important. It really is. And for our listeners, I have to tell you, you want to be entertained, you want to have some nice, clean fun and just sit back and laugh and get tears in your eyes. I mean, Louis, I was sitting next to Bill Fitzgerald from Man's Apple Orchard, and he had a table. He had his whole family. And there is no bigger fan in the Merrimack Valley than Bill Fitzgerald, I'm going to tell you.
Nice.
Bigger fan of Toy
he
Boy.
He was laughing so freaking hard. I mean, and like I said, laughter is contagious. You get somebody with a belly laugh, man, I'll tell you, you can't help but get going with it, But I'm using him as an example because, he's relatively, he's one of our neighbors right here near the studio, and he's been on the air with me. And I have a great deal of respect for him. And when it comes to Christmas time and helping out, because I get involved in a lot of nonprofits, I'll tell you, there's nobody more generous.
Yeah, very generous.
The whole family is fantastic. I was on your website, and we became here in the Sicilian Corner podcast very good friends of Al Martino,
yes,
the singer. God bless his soul. And boy, I'll tell you, for him to make that kind of a testimonial, this kid is great. I mean, for him to see that come out of his mouth, I mean, that's absolutely incredible. I'm up against the break, Joey. I'm up against the break, but can you hang loose with me for a while?
Absolutely.
You're not double parked or anything, are you?
No, I'm not. But I want
a traffic problem
when we come back.
All right. Louis, why don't you take us out, and we'll be right back. And Andy Parisi, good morning. Barbara, good morning. Roger Trudell, good morning. Merry Christmas to everyone. Give us a call. Say hello. All right, we'll be right back.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's, honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-273-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler,
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
He is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery tender Lazy Man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
Oh,
And we are back. Our telephone number here at the studio is 978-659-0072. If you'd like to give us a call, it's, this is the last show before Christmas. So, if you want to give us a quick call, do so, please. We got Joey Voices on with us, and I believe there's a caller for
Roger,
Joey right
you
now.
got to unmute yourself, though.
Hey, there we go. Can you hear me now?
There he goes.
All right, there we go.
I believe we have a caller.
Roger. Go ahead, Roger.
Hello. Merry Christmas, guys.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Roger, to you and your family.
I always love when Joey's on. He's a hoot.
Thank you.
I met him at a time you guys did at Tuscan Market in Salem, before the Salem Village.
Actually,
Village was built.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice seeing behind the scenes. But I have a question for Joey.
Mm-hmm.
You are unbelievable at your impersonations.
I appreciate
Who
that.
are
Thank you.
some of your favorite impressionists?
So, Danny Gans is my favorite.
Myself, I think one guy, Frank Caliendo, is totally underrated, and I think he might need a new agent because you don't see him around much.
I see him on Instagram. I see him on TikTok. I see him around, but he's always doing the Fox football stuff like that. So he's a pretty famous guy. But I love Frank as an impressionist. He doesn't do singers. I do singers, but he's dead on with all of his impressions. Frank's a legend in my book. My favorite singer impressionist comedian was Danny Gans. And I love Danny. God rest his soul. And my other favorite is Gordy Brown. Gordy Brown was underrated as a singer impressionist. He never got the recognition that he deserved. I thought he was terrific. I don't know what kind of a person he is or the relationships that he had with the people in Vegas, but he definitely was an underrated. He's a good-looking guy. He can sing. He's very talented. He's very comedic. His timing is impeccable. I don't know what happened to him, but Gordy Brown was my second favorite other than Danny Gans.
Sounds good. I'm
Well,
glad,
you're with the great.
I'm glad, Roger, you had the time to give us a call and to say hello to everybody. You're Roger's like a regular here on the Sicilian Corner podcast. At summertime, he brings us his fantastic vegetables that he grows in his yard. Louis and I make out like a bandit.
Yep.
We really do. Roger, you and Linda, Merry Christmas, kid.
Hey, Roger,
Again, same to you guys.
All right, take care of yourself.
I got one more for Roger. I know he's hanging up, but
Yeah, he's listening.
Bob Anderson out in Branson. He was the other one that I forgot about. You can't forget Bob Anderson. He's been around since the 70s. He was on the Tonight Show. Bob Anderson was incredible. I don't know how long it's gonna be
Did
from
you
now.
ever come across one of the nicest people that I know, Tony Pace?
Yes, I know who Tony Pace is. I was asked to open for him once, but it was the last minute because his flight got delayed and I wasn't near my equipment. It would have taken me forever to get to the place he needed me to open. It was down in Rhode Island, and there was just not enough time. Otherwise, I would have done that because Tony Pace is incredible. I love Tony.
You know something? All through the years, I always look forward to doing shows with him. I really have. And what a gentleman, very religious person like yourself.
Yep.
And you know something? He's a perfectionist like you.
Yeah.
So you guys have a lot. I have a lot in common. You know, you mentioned about hockey. You know, on this date, 12/19, the National Hockey League began its first professional season with four teams. Yeah.
That's great.
This is the kind of, it's 1917. That's when it started. 4 teams. See, this is the kind of information, Joey, you do not get on CNN, not CNBC, none of that stuff.
Right.
How about one more? Mark Twain. You know who Mark Twain was, right?
Who doesn't, right?
He turned around and received a patent for suspenders in 1871 for suspenders.
Wow.
Again, you don't find this kind of material anywhere except here. Right here on the Sicilian Corner podcast. Right, Lou?
It's worth the trip.
It's worth the trip. Drop by, say hello. Drop by and say hello.
Joey, what's the most challenging part of your show? What's the impression that you still have a little bit of trouble with? If you have trouble with any of them.
Christopher Walken. Walken. I can't get him. But I know, here's the thing. Here's what I know as an impressionist. You could go from not getting it, and then once you get it, you can never unlearn it. Once you get it, you nail it. And that was, that's what I've learned in my career as far as getting impressions down.
My girlfriend hears the Christopher Walken impression, and that's all I get for like a week.
Is that right?
Get her doing it for like a week. It's great.
Yeah.
It stays with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It stays with you.
One day I'm going to get it. And when
There
I
you
do,
go. One of these days. One of these days. Joey, Nancy DeMarco is saying hello.
Hi, Nancy.
And, she's another one of our listeners that are on with us all the time. And you know something, you don't find much better than Nancy. Let me tell you, she's unbelievable. She wants to know what Tony Pace is doing. Nancy, I can probably answer that. I think he's gone into semi-retirement or retirement. He's cut way back, and he's involved in a few things, but he's not performing like he used to. He's just
my way. I'll tell him I'll fill in for him.
There you go. Reach out to Joey. Bill DeRazio. Bill DeRazio is the head of the Encore Boston Harbor Facebook page, and he agrees what you said, Joey, about Bob Anderson. Incredible Sinatra impersonator.
Yes.
That's what he's writing. And Bill goes to a lot of shows, and he kind of knows what's going on. For him to say that, that's pretty cool. That's good.
Incredible. His Tom Jones is great too. Love Bob Anderson. Yeah. How old is he now? He's got to be in his 80s.
I would think. Yeah.
He's been around for a long, long time.
Been around a long time.
Another legend. And I'm not sure. I think he's in Vegas now, if he's even still performing. Because I know he was in Branson for a while, and then he ended up going to Vegas. The last I had checked, because I reached out to him and we had a good conversation via email. Very nice man.
Bill is saying that he saw him in Vegas with his wife about 6 years ago. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that is.
If you have a cop that's coming up to your vehicle that wants you to move, make sure you move. Did you take care of him?
No,
Did you
he's
give him
good.
a Christmas present?
He just said, he told me I had to keep moving. It was in front of the hotel. So they weren't bothering me, but then he came over and goes, and so I said, okay, I'll move. So I moved. I just moved about
How come Tom Jones didn't get the legacy that a lot of other those singers? Tom Jones was great. That show was great, and yet he doesn't have the legacy that other singers had.
He's still performing. He does that UK Idol or whatever they call it. Or
does
voice,
he? Yeah.
The UK voice. Yeah, he's still performing. He's a legend. Everybody knows who he is. I don't know if I necessarily agree with your statement about that.
Okay.
I mean, it's not as big as Elvis, because Elvis was just so magnanimous and so magnificent and huge. Like John Wayne, he was the John Wayne of music, you know. So, but Tom Jones had one of the greatest tenor voices I have ever heard in my life. And let me tell you,
great. Yeah.
he could dance. He could dance.
He was a showman.
I mean, he's an absolute legend. Everybody knows Tom Jones.
I still remember the Tom Jones show, and at the end where he'd just do the bit where he'd just sing at the end in front of the little crowd, and I said, it's just so good. It's just him out there, just him, and he killed it. He just absolutely killed it.
I came up with a funny Tom Jones bit that you guys got to see when you come to see me perform. You'll see it. It's a riot. It's really funny. I've come up with some pretty funny bits. I come up with one for Eddie Money, and a bit for 8 rock stars, I call it. And here's Eddie Money, and then I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you to see it. You're going to have to come and see it. It's great. But I wanted to tell you a story, speaking of Las Vegas, about Wayne Newton that we never got to touch on.
Okay.
Wayne Newton, as remarkable of a performer as he is, he's 6'3", and he's like a 5th degree black belt in Shotokan karate. And my best friend Warren Brandano, was his bodyguard at one time. But Warren's brother, Brian Brandano, they're a Malden family. Brian is Wayne Newton's bodyguard currently to this day, and he has been for over 25, 30 years. Brian Brandano was the one that gave Wayne Newton his black belt in Shotokan karate.
Wow.
Yes. Now, that wasn't the story I was going to tell you, but it just came up because I remembered it. Wayne Newton, a lot of people, I'm not sure if your listeners would know this, but who discovered Wayne Newton? Now, don't give it away if you know. Back in 1962, Wayne Newton was.
Don't say it like it's ancient.
No, well, you know, it's. I was born in 72, so it's 10 years before my time.
You're a riot, dude.
So 1962 or so, somewhere around that time, Wayne Newton was performing at Jackie Gleason's birthday party at the Copacabana, if I'm remembering the story correctly, because Wayne Newton told the story. And I don't want to do it an injustice, but this is how I remembered it. He was performing with his brother, and when he came off the stage, he met Bobby Darin. Bobby Darin was sitting in the audience with his wife, Sandra Dee. And he said, "Hey, kid, are you signed to a record label?" And Wayne Newton was 12 years old. He said, "No, sir." And he wrote on the back of a business card the address to his office.
No kidding.
And he said, "Here's my office. Here's the address. Meet me at my office at 9 a.m. on Tuesday morning." Now, it must have been a long weekend because Monday was a holiday, I would think. He shows up there and he plays this record for Wayne Newton. And he says, "I wrote this song in a lower key, but I pictured it being played and sounding better in a higher key by a woman until I heard you perform the other night at Jackie Gleason's birthday party." And he played it for him. He went in the studio and he recorded Dankeschön. And 2 weeks later, it was one. Bobby Darin wrote the song Dankeschön.
Wow. That's a great story.
That's a great story. Wayne Newton told that story on The Entertainer. Yeah, he wrote that story. He told that story on the TV show The Entertainer when my friend Dave Russo was on the show.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
You get out in front of a crowd and, you know, they probably had a bite to eat, but they're also drinking quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And things can get out of control for some people.
Yep.
How do you deal with someone who becomes shit-faced on one of your shows?
So if they're really shit-faced, then I won't throw fuel on that fire. I won't throw gasoline on that fire. What I'll
Okay,
do,
you stay away from them.
I'll just, well, if I can have them removed from the room, then I will. Sometimes the audience will take care of it for you by kind of telling them to hush down or whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
somebody that they're with will get them up and get them out of there. I've seen Lenny Clark handle it like a champion when I've worked with Lenny. And you know,
Very
like,
smooth, very
you know,
smooth.
get them out of here. They're disrupting the audience. Get this, you're with them. Take them out of here. Take them outside.
Our president does that a lot.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you just have to do that. And you're not being a jerk. You're just trying to, you know, continue the show. I was in New York City about 20 years ago, and I was doing a show for a company called Next Source. They were an internet company.
I know who they are.
They were an upstart internet company at the time. I don't know if they're still in business or not, but they were very nice. They were very nice people. They hired me to come down. They paid me a lot of money to come and perform for their Christmas party. Well, I went there and I did the sound check, and then I went out for a bite to eat. And I came back. And by the time they put me on stage, you know, there was a couple in the front row, right in the middle of the audience, a husband and a wife, and they were both drunk, really drunk, and they were mocking me, and they were heckling me. No, don't do that song. That song stinks. Do another song. Do another song. And they were really heckling me bad. And they were paying me a lot of money, and I had to be a professional, and I had to ignore them and pretend they weren't there.
Tough.
And the audience around them was like looking at them like they had 9 heads. Finally, eventually they got up and walked out, but I had to pretend they weren't there. And
Not an easy thing to do.
Continue my show, you know, for the rest of the audience that was enjoying it. Finally, when they got up after the show was good and boom, boom, boom. And at the end of the show, my client from Next Source came over to me and said, Joey, thank you for being a professional and handling that the way they did.
Great story. No, that's good.
Sorry for those people. They're actually really good people. They were just really drunk, and we're sorry that they heckled you. And, you know, we're glad they got up and eventually removed themselves from the room. But that's how you have to handle it.
Okay. All right. Listen, I'm up against the break. Can you stay with me for one more segment till noontime? All right?
All right.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's, honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-273-5050 or visit GamblingHelpLineMA.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy,
And Mike Kunstler.
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back on the Sicilian Corner podcast, and we have none other than Joey Voices with us. And I hope in the near future you get a chance, guys, to catch one of his shows, because it's a breath of fresh air, especially in today's environment. You're not going to be ashamed to bring anybody to go see one of his shows, that's for sure. Joey, you do a lot of private gigs for some pretty big businesses throughout the United States.
Yes.
How is it when you're dealing with corporate?
Corporate's pretty, as far as, performing, they only want about 45 minutes because they have a lot of awards they give away, might be awards or whatever, conventions, whatever. A lot of speakers get up and talk. So they put me on after they eat dinner, and then I'll do my show, and then they'll mingle afterwards, And it's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of good people, and but my audience mostly now, at this part of my career, is the baby boomers. Like I said, a lot of people are tired, so
it's understandable.
They're not in the corporate world anymore. So I'm doing less corporate events, a lot more events for the baby boomers and Gen X.
Your
I do a lot of
skin,
fundraisers.
like fundraisers and stuff like that. Yeah, I can see your show being a terrific fundraiser for an organization. You get a 501c3. I mean, your prices are very reasonable, entertaining. I think it's a relatively easy sell, and something nonprofit can do very, very well if they think in the direction of bringing you in.
Yes,
And they don't have to be
so-
ashamed of what you're going to say.
That's right. And a lot of times, think about how many events that you've gone to that are not memorable. You don't
Sure.
really remember them. But when you go to an event where you have Joey Voices, people remember that for years to come.
One of your best work, in my opinion, Louis, I don't know if you remember it, but he does a commercial for Rogaine.
Oh, yeah. Eric Clapton.
No.
It's a I watch it, and then for the next 2 or 3 hours, I keep thinking about it, and I'm starting to laugh. And somebody's looking at me, and they're being serious, and I'm laughing. You know what I mean? It's not right. But did you write that all that? You did all that?
I wrote that
yourself?
myself. Yeah, I wrote that myself. That's a good bit. It's
You're
a really
move-
funny bit.
you're on the move again, huh?
Okay, that's okay. You
Yeah.
got to keep moving. You got to stick and move. They got a job to do, and they're bored at their job, and so they have to exert power and control. So you know how it is.
No. I get it. I get it. So
I'm
what
not
what is Christmas Day for you, Joey?
Christmas
What are
Day
you doing?
I'm going to be with my girlfriend, and we're going to go to my
Okay.
niece with my sister and spend it with family. You know,
Do you cook at all?
I don't
Do you
cook.
like to cook? No.
I can, but I don't. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I'm by I live by myself, but you know something, I still make chicken soup like for 20 people, beef stew, or whatever the case might be. And then my brother is he's got his arms out all the time, and my neighbor across the street, and I love it. I think the house smells so nice when something's cooking in the oven. It's just, it's a great time of the year. It's a great time of the year.
Down home, that down home smell when you walk in. It's you think of
No-
Thanksgiving, you think of the holidays.
No question about it. Listen, I hope you continue to be honest with your show the way you've been, and to be able to just get out there, look people in the eye, and say, you know something, when I'm over in 60 minutes, you're gonna say that was one great show, and I think that's quite a testimonial.
I could stay on stage for 90 minutes, but less is more. 60 minutes is good. Sometimes when I have an opening comedian, that's a 90-minute show. He does 30, I do 60.
Yeah.
Last year, I was on Chronicle. Did a story on my career last year. I don't know if you had seen that, but it was on Channel 5.
I didn't know you were on Chronicle, Massachusetts, Channel 5.
Channel 5. Yeah, they did a story last year, 2024, and
I'll have to go look for it.
It's a really good clip. It was 2 minutes and 28 seconds. They came out and interviewed me for 90 minutes, and they cut it down to 228, and it was the best 228 I ever.
Imagine that.
It was great. Yeah, it was great. But it was I said to the girl, Nicole Estefan, I was joking with her, I go 21 years. I go, took you long enough. I go and she was laughing. I go, I'm only kidding. I go, it's nice to be recognized for what you do.
Yeah.
You do something for so long and you're unique at it, and then finally somebody comes along. It's the most watched TV show on that time slot in New England.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's good.
When I recognize it, it's like it's a good feeling.
Absolutely. We have Channel 9 in New Hampshire, and they do a Chronicle version of New Hampshire, and that is very good too. I mean, you get some good ideas. They show places sometimes, and you say, "Wow." Next thing you know, you're Googling it and you're looking and saying, how much are their rooms, this, that, and the other. So one thing leads to another. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But listen, hey, all I can tell you is thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. And,
and I want to give a one more time, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
February 14th, Valentine's Day. You don't have to go out to dinner on Valentine's Day. You can go out the night before or the night afterwards, and you can come on Valentine's Day to see Joey Voices. We're going to be at Kitty's in North Reading. If you want to buy tickets, you can Venmo me. You can text my phone, 781-589-7777, and I'll walk you through how to get tickets. Okay? And bring as many people as you want. Bring your whole family. Bring all your friends. It's going to be a great time.
How big is that room, Joey?
It holds 150 people.
Oh, it's not too big. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
no,
good.
it's a good size. It's actually a really good size room. The tables
So you're spaced out quite a bit.
Yeah, we have tables of 8, and we've got a nice little stage area, and it's a really, really good room for that show. Acoustics
You know
are really
something? You get 4 couples together. I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
There's no meal. It's just if they want to order drinks. Is that
show only. If they want to eat, they can get there early and order food. That's
Yeah.
fine. But we stopped taking orders for food at 6:30.
okay?
So
Boy,
they
I'll
want to
tell you,
keep
you talk about a place that's been there for years. Holy cow!
Yeah,
City's
Scott,
been there for
Yeah.
forever. You know, it's great. Joey, God bless you, pal.
God bless you
Keep-
too. If people
keep-
want to see a
keep-
video
keep
preview of
doing
the
what
show,
you're doing.
go to joeyvoices.com for a video preview.
And a Merry Christmas to you. Take
Merry
care of yourself. Thanks for
Christmas.
taking the time to join us. And
Anytime.
next time, like I said, we'll go back to what we were planning on doing and having you sit right here with me. But you know something, I think it came across, considering this was all done like 3 minutes before we were going on the air. I think it worked out all right. And I'm sure a lot of people like hearing you and seeing you. Hey,
Thank you guys. I appreciate all the fans, and I love you both. You guys have been so good to me over my career. I really appreciate you both, and God bless you both.
take care of yourself.
You too.
I'll
Bye-bye.
see you. Joey Voices, everybody. Louis, Christmas. What's in store for Louis?
Christmas. I'm working Christmas Day.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm working Christmas Day.
Wow.
Yep.
All day?
Yeah, no, day shift.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
be
that's
out
good.
I'll be out at 5:00.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's fine.
And what's your girlfriend making for Christmas dinner?
That I don't know. She's gonna have Christmas with her family, so because I'm working Christmas Day, so I don't know how that's all gonna work out.
So you're going to have Christmas leftovers.
I'm gonna have Christmas.
There's nothing wrong
leftovers.
with it. She a good cook?
I'm a better cook.
Are you really? You
Yeah.
like to cook? I didn't know that.
No, I do like to cook. Yeah,
I mean, you and I have been together for a long time. I never knew that about you.
I like to cook, but only certain things. You know, I'm not an overall cook.
And I'm the opposite. I like going out of my wheelhouse,
Yeah.
my comfort zone, and I like trying cooking different. If I go to a restaurant and I have something, as I'm eating it, I'm thinking about the ingredients,
How
what
to
they
make it,
added,
yeah.
what kind of spices, and I try to recreate it. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But overall, I do miss years ago when, when the grandparents were alive and my parents were alive, and it was nice. We'd have 26 people and 28 sometimes, and be cooking for 3 days and whole prime rib in the oven. I'd have 2 ovens going. It was hysterical.
Prime rib. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now today you can't touch it. I mean, it's so expensive to do anything. It's crazy.
I can do a steak really well. I
Really?
I worked on it really hard. I tried. That was something I put a lot of effort into, figuring out how to cook steaks.
You don't labor over doing it, right? No, I like that. I enjoy a lot, and I hear from a lot of people email me with recipes and whatnot, and I enjoy listening. Some of the things appeals to me, some don't. But my appetite, I'm willing to try anything and everything. I don't care what it is. German food makes no difference.
Yep.
Uh,
Seafood? You cook
I
your own
seafood, I eat it. Sure. Yeah.
But do you cook it, seafood?
Yeah, I do.
That's
I
tough.
do.
Seafood's tough.
As a matter of fact, the Parker House, which is the oldest continuous hotel in the city of Boston, they developed, besides the Parker House rolls, they developed the word. They were the first to use the fresh seafood that was coming ashore in Boston, the word scrod.
Oh,
That
really?
was the first place that was ever used in a menu in the United States.
What is scrod?
Scrod can be, there's
Yeah.
a definition of it. Yeah, it can be almost anything. It could be
Exactly.
cod. It can be
Whatever
haddock.
came off the boat today.
Whatever came in that morning. It's got that title over it. And, as long as it's fresh. I was talking about, I had the Mediterranean Branzino, and I had it not too long ago with Seamark, and that's a restaurant that's in Encore. And boy, I have to tell you, Michael Schlau, he does such a great job in that present. I didn't want to see it end. And I've had it in many, many different countries.
Yep.
And this to me was one of the best offerings that I've ever had.
So what was different about it?
The way it was seasoned, I liked it because it was filleted.
Yep.
It didn't have the head. It didn't have the tail.
Yeah.
But they used like a puree, an asparagus puree with pimento.
Wow.
And
really?
Freaking believe
Asparagus
it.
and
Even
pimento,
you know
okay.
something. It even made the martini taste even better, which is
That's
hard,
difficult. Yeah.
which is hard to believe.
Yeah.
Which is hard to believe. But once again, Louis, you and I have been together for quite a while now, and through the years, we've met some nice people on the show.
Oh
and
God, yes.
had a lot of fun with it, and I love the way that people respond, and it's good. It's good hearing from everyone. Some people have ideas of, guests for the show, and sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it does not.
Yep.
So, but on that note, all I'm going to
That's like
say,
Joey said, we have fun, so it translates.
hey, I come in here, it's good take. It's a good take, good people, good take. And once again, Lou, to your family and to everybody out there,
Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah.
from my family to your family, babe. Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Enjoy each other. Be nice to each other. Ciao.